So I happened to find these unopened packs on the street. Um, I walk some every day, and I guess sometimes people toss these down. They get them at fast food and then don't use them. What I do, this is a really hot sauce. So what I do is I tear it open, and then you got a little bit on my thumb. I take my milk, and most of my diet is milk, but I do put other foods in it. I put the pack in there and then I squeeze starting well, normally this would be the bottom, but it becomes the top. I squeeze out as much as I can into the milk, shake it a bit. So that leaves me with a little bit there. And I'm going to try to consume whatever's left in the pack, but that goes pretty slow because it's pretty hot. And I'll do what I just showed you with these three as well. And then this one I think might be a little big to fit into the nozzle. So I'm going to use my funnel. Well, let's see. So with this, I'm going to take this slow. Like I'm going to maybe get a little bit of that around the tear. I kind of take it in my mouth and let it sit there a bit. Kind of let my mouth relax because as soon as I touch, I think as soon as I touch my tongue to it, it's pretty hot. This one has a split to help you open it. If you notice, I move this bottom thumb along. As I tear it, I move both the top and bottom. Well, that won't, let's see. I'm going to turn that because there's a split on this side too. I kind of move the bottom digits along, too to give me a better grip. Now I'll take this and I'm going to put, now this Now, it's really an advantage with those hot ones because basically it gets very diluted in the milk and it's not so hot. This one might be quite edible by itself. Let me see here. So I got a little. Yeah, that's not real spicy, but it's fine. I think I, well, since I set this up, well, actually, that is a little spicy, but not like the hot sauce. I do have something I can put this in. So I'm not sure. I think I might save this. I shouldn't have opened it. I didn't think, I was thinking I got it mixed up with the red ones that it was super hot, but it's not. Um, with, well, actually, I have something I can even use the hot sauce with, the really spicy sauce. So, but that's unusual. Normally I don't, and I would put the stuff in there, including the green one. And so I can take the funnel out. When I go to drink that milk that has hot sauce, I will put a cap on it and shake it each time I take a swallow. I think the hot sauce will settle to the bottom because it's maybe a little heavier than the milk. So it's good to shake it. But let's see. This is gonna be, so I'm gonna take a little bit more off that split. And then I just let it sit there and kind of let the shock, there's a shock to the tongue that happens when you get this hot sauce on it. If you swallow it, you'll get a second. I mean, if you quickly swallow it, you'll get a second shock right after the first shock. It'll be kind of too intense. So I let it sit on the tongue in general and let that shock subside a little bit. And then I think maybe I chew the hot sauce a little bit. Let's see. So now I'm going to press some up towards the split. Yeah, when I was a kid, my folks told me you can chew water. That kind of surprised me because it's not obvious why you do it. But it stuck with me, and I do apply it to things that are more like fluids. This is not as thin as water, but it's pretty fluidy. So I'm working it up with my thumbs, fingers, and then pulling it out with my teeth. Yeah, I got some. Now I'm just letting it sit. I gathered a little saliva to dilute it, and then chewed the whole mess. And got it swallowed. It's burning a little in there. Um, but anyway, it's a nice way to not waste it. I I can understand if some people wouldn't pick up anything from the street. Some people might pick up things that were still sealed in their packages. I can understand both approaches, but I feel okay with it. I'm not advising you to do it. It's an individual decision. I'm just showing you, giving you some options how you could do it. But once it gets mixed with the milk, it's diluted enough that it's nice. Um, it's a way to get it eaten. Now, my final way of getting it all out of there, I'm just going to put the whole thing in my mouth and kind of chew on it. Because when you chew on it and it's all your saliva's in there, it kind of tends to get some more out of the package. When I chew on it like that, I have to take it out. It gets pretty hot in there because I do get more. I think everyone will. And let that kind of subside, heat, and then I'll put it back in, chew it some more. I'm doing these steps close together for the video, but in non-video life, they might be separated by more time. Like I might get a little bit and wait a few minutes. In this case, I'm waiting, well, quite maybe 30 seconds or I don't know exactly. By the way, while I'm thinking of it, I may say something wrong in this video or forget some, not think of something or forget something. So I'll put it in the description under the video. Um, Kind of funny, this video, uh, I'm spending more time on getting those last bits out of this package that don't even involve the milk. And I don't know if you do that. You might do the thing of putting spicy stuff in milk, but you might not do this thing of getting the last bits out of the package. But I like to do it. At the end, I'll throw that away. That's pretty clear. I got less on that chewing than on the first chewing. If you like, if you like the comment, engage with it, like subscribe, comment, rate, etc. Because, well, of course, it's nice for me, but also it helps the videos get shown in better focus by YouTube, and that's good for everyone. Well, let's say that's pretty drained of its sauce, so I'm going to throw that in the trash. And basically, I'll go through that with the other three, empty the bulk of it into the milk by, so I'll tear it open. These don't have an obvious split. So I just go up here and Oh, I kind of move my fingers on both sides down a bit there too. Like I start at the top, but then I move both fingers down. Yeah, I mean the fingers and thumbs on both sides. So that's split open. So I'm gonna go here and kind of push it into the nozzle and then push down. I don't know if I can see it going in here. It might be a little far away. Shake it up a bit. I'm kind of pushing down with my thumbs there to get it out. You can see a bit, you can see a bit of it right there through the container. And there it is. And it'll be this, I think it'll generally be the same. Get it off, get some off. There's, I did leave a tiny bit. I don't feel like when I take it where the split is that I have to get it all. I kind of try to estimate to only get enough on each. When I get the pure sauce, I try to get it in portions that won't overwhelm me. That'll be kind of just right, not too much, not too little. Anyway, um, options for you, and um, maybe it'll be useful to you, or even knowing about it. Even if you don't use it now, you might down the road, or mention it to someone who will use it. I found these on the street, but a lot of times some people keep these, like they get extra. They bring food home and get extra, so they keep them until they have food to put them on, and that's good too. I happen to feel like that, feel kind of start to feel closed in if I'm keeping too much stuff like that. So I like to get it into the milk, but both are good. You know, this is starting to kind of, oh, I don't have a good way to keep this now that I've opened it. So I guess I'll put it in the milk. So basically, I'm going to take the funnel and basically just squeeze it out the same way. Try to get it in the center of the funnel so it goes down clean. But that's hard because I'm also watching the screen. I kind of missed here. I think I could have done better if I wasn't making a video, but I didn't do badly. Um, so I'm gonna get that. I think with this one, I'm just gonna throw it away. There's so little in there that I feel okay not chewing on it. That's funny. If these were transparent, that one was half transparent on one side, and I could see there wasn't much. If these were transparent, I might feel the same way. There's so little in there that I won't bother to to use my teeth and mouth to get the last bits. Now the funnel, like I say, I missed a bit. You can see that stripe. You can see that stripe there of it's like a whatever, a salsa or something. Now, when I do that, I might take a device and kind of just try to push it down. This is a fairly thin liquid. You could do it that way, push it down. Well, none of that. That's not even thick enough to push down. So I got a little on there. Gonna get that. But then I guess I'll use my finger just so I got a little bit going down further in the funnel. Oh, yeah, I'm going down further into the funnel, trying to get it all. So with these funnels also, I usually end up going from the bottom as well, so I can get it all. Um, anyway, um, for me, this is fun. It might not be for you, but at least you know about it. Yeah, I was thinking, I may have said it already, but one thing is to do this part, but not chew it. A lot of people might, for whatever reason, I don't know why, not want to chew on a plastic pack, think it's bad somehow. I've chewed on so many of them. I don't see any harm in it. I don't think anything comes off the plastic. Um, in fact, well, so so you could do one part and not the other, or not. Of course, none of it. But there's different options. I suppose when I think of things I might not think to put in the video, I might even think of links. I would just say look in the description below the video. A lot of times I don't put anything. I feel like the video is pretty good by as it is, but there might be something.